Here we are on Mars to find Liara T'Soni. Apparently has taken a break from her shadow broker duties to come research some means for us to defend ourselves against the Reapers. Now, the Mars archives are built in a new Prothean room, which would have attracted her attention anyway, but apparently she's been here researching for some time and has uncovered something that we can use that the Protheans left us. Plus, it's going to be nice to see my girlfriend.
Still no contact from the base, but we've got a massive storm headed our way.
How long till it hits?
Half hour tops. After that, we're gonna have difficulty keeping up comms with the Normandy.
Understood.
Alright, an opportunity to level up my squad. Assign some points. Now, real quick, about cross-class combos, or power detonations. A general rule of thumb that I use is you have two kinds of powers. You have priming powers and detonators. The priming powers are essentially any power that has a damage over time or a duration effect that can set up a target to be detonated for a period of time. And detonators are those one-punch hits. My character, for example, my Vanguard with Biotic Charge and Nova is primarily a detonating class. I'm not so good at setting up targets to get detonated. I'm more of a trigger. Right, so what I need are squad mates with me that can provide a lot of priming powers. For example, warp, singularity, stasis, anything that lasts a while. If it's an engineer like Incinerate that can set an enemy on fire for a period of time, works just as well as a warp pretty much. All right, or even cryoblast. If you can snap freeze a target in place, a Biotic Charge and Nova will shatter that enemy, insta kill them. You know, stuff like that. Okay, now on the flip side, if I was playing an adept that used a lot of priming powers like, say, warp, singularity, stasis, stuff like that, then having two soldiers along here would be ideal. Problem here is these two soldiers are also detonator classes. They don't really have any abilities per se that are ideal for priming enemies for a detonation. They're better followers to have along if I was playing a class that had a lot of priming powers. Sure enough, any class can detonate their own abilities with certain, cross-class combos and this and that, blah, blah, blah. But a general rule of thumb is if you're playing a detonating class, it's advisable, at least for me, to bring along two squad mates that provide a lot of priming powers and let them focus on those powers. Like if they have a mixed bag, sink all your points into the powers that best complement what you're doing. If you're playing a soldier, sink points into their powers that give them a damage over time or a duration effect to give you a chance to get off a concussive blast and do multiple times damage rather than just one hit, right? And also, if you're playing an adept, then assign to your soldiers or whoever you have with you abilities that are quick hit abilities that can detonate the powers that you set enemies up with. Anyway. Sure, most of you are already familiar with all that, but just a quick recap. Quick rule of thumb when I'm setting up my parties, so when I look at their skill trees, I know what I throw my points into.
Damn, that's a huge storm. Looks a lot bigger in person.
Come on, Lieutenant, it's not that bad.
Doesn't mean it can't kill us.
I'm more worried about the war back on Earth, or the fact that nobody here is reporting in.
Fair enough.
You're right, this is a pretty big base for nobody to be answering the phone. Not even Liara. That's worrying.
What's that?
Okay, now I could change my loadout, but I'm not going to.
Alliance. Sergeant Reeves. Doesn't look like you put up a fight.
Something's not right here.
Keep
Yeah,
a low
something's not
profile
right.
till we know what's going on.
First thing you see
Roger
is
that.
dead people? Thank you, Captain Obvious. Something's not right here. There's all these dead people laying around. With guns that haven't even fired a shot. And we have Cerberus. Lo and behold. This is for the greater good of humanity.
Holy shit.
Shooting these humans in the head. Right. Well, we know why no one's answering the phone now, because for the greater good of humanity, Cerberus is coming in and killed all the humans. Who needs Reapers around when you got Cerberus around to do their work for them? Alright, now notice there's a cooldown period between my Nova and my next charge. That will get me killed with this build. That's not how this needs to go. Right? There's a reason my cooldown, even though it may seem fast, it's not. This build relies on an almost instant cooldown, or else it doesn't work. Alright, but once you have that, you're basically unstoppable. Now the key to that is actually lightening your load in Essentially, this build you run around with either a pistol or an SMG, and that's
Those
it.
guys were Cerberus, weren't they?
Sure look like it. What's Cerberus doing here on Mars? Good question. You don't know? I'm not with them anymore, Ash, if that's what you're asking. It wasn't, but you have to admit, it's a bit convenient.
Wow. Just straight up call me a traitor.
Look out!
I don't think Ash would be here to be all suspicious of me if it weren't for me showing up on Horizon when I did. I think she'd have been on the collector ship. Might have been turned into gray goo to feed the human reaper they were trying to make. I think that's probably what would have happened.
Doesn't look like they came here in force.
Yeah, just a few vehicles. Kinda suggests they had help. From the inside. Seems likely. You'd need a lot more men and firepower to take this place otherwise.
Alright, so when I think about it, when we get another opportunity, I'll lighten my load. I need to get that shotgun out of my inventory because those things are heavy.
Commander, I thought you told Cerberus to screw off after you wiped out that collector base they were after.
That's exactly what I did.
Well, one thing's for sure. They're no friend of the Alliance.
Agreed. I need a straight answer, Shepard. About what? Do you know anything about this? What is Cerberus doing here? What makes you think I know what they're up to? You worked for them. How am I supposed to believe you've cut all ties? I used them to take down the collectors. That's it. They rebuilt you from scratch. They gave you a ship, resources. Let me be clear. I've had no contact with Cerberus since I destroyed the collector base. And I have no idea why they're here now or what they want.
Commander Shepard's been under constant surveillance since coming back to Earth. No way they've communicated since.
Sorry, Shepard.
I don't know your explanation, Ashley. I really don't.
You want to hate Cerberus? Fine. But I'm done explaining myself to you.
Yep. Can't make her trust you anyway. She can say what she wants. If she doesn't, she doesn't. If she does, she does. It is what it is. You're not gonna change that.
Are we clear?
Of course. I didn't mean to.
Yeah. I mean, if saving the galaxy from the collectors, after saving the galaxy from Cerberus, his attempt to aid the Reapers, if that wasn't enough, then you can just get on this with, you know, I don't have time for it. There's a galaxy at stake. A little suspicions of, what were you doing on Horizon anyway, thankless bitch? Like I say, you wouldn't be here if it weren't for me anyway. In light of all that, she can just shove that. She either get over it or she won't. But yeah, I'm done. I'm explaining. That's absolutely the right attitude. Liara does not play any games.
Easy there, Lieutenant. She's with us.
Shepard, thank the goddess you're alive.
You too, Liara.
I was so worried when the reports came in. I'm sorry about Earth.
Yeah, it was difficult to leave.
Ashley, I'm sorry. But why'd you come here?
Hackett ordered us to come. Said you know what was going on.
I do.
Hallelujah. Some answers, finally.
Maybe. I've discovered plans for a Prothean device. One that could wipe out the Reapers.
Here? On Mars?
In the Prothean archives, yes.
We've known about the archives for decades. Why now?
Process of elimination, mixed with a little desperation. When you destroyed the Alpha Relay, you bought us some time. But then you were under investigation. I knew I had to do something. Hackett knew it too. He contacted me, asking if I would use my resources as a shadow broker to find a way to stop the Reapers. My search led me here. Hackett got me access to the archives and kept me updated on your status. I meant to come see you, but...
I would have liked that. But under the circumstances, I think I can forgive you.
You're too kind. In any case, my work paid off. The archives are full of data, an overwhelming amount. I think I found what we need.
Sounds like this weapon might be our best chance to blow the Reapers to hell.
It's not a weapon, not yet. It's plans for a device, a blueprint.
It's more than we had a minute ago. How do we get it?
The archives are just across that tramway. Assuming Cerberus hasn't locked it down.
What are they after?
Yeah, they seem hell-bent on catching you.
They want what I'm here for. What we're all here for.
But why?
The Protheans came close to defeating the Reapers. They had plans to destroy them, but ran out of time.
And anything powerful enough to destroy the Reapers.
Just might be something Cerberus would be interested in.
So it's a race to the archives.
We got company.
Bring it on.
Not this time, James.
What?
Get back to the shuttle. If Cerberus beats us to the archives, I need you covering the exits.
But...
Now, Lieutenant.
Poor James. He's getting crapped on. He's actually really cool.
They're getting closer. We should take cover.
He's not Garrus, but he's a bit like Garrus. In a sense.
Looks like they found us.
Actually, him and Garrus get along a little bit, don't they?
Understood. Right away. I can use Singularity to draw them out.
Any other time, I could charge right up there on that balcony. Really, you scared? Okay. Stay scared then.
Want me to take them out?
We'll do.
That's all of them.
Good. Let's find a way up.
Ashley's
They've
concussive
sabotaged the
shot
elevator.
cools down
Look for
pretty
another
quick.
way up.
It's nice.
This is a secure station. How did Cerberus get in?
Not sure. One minute we were getting reports of the Reaper invasion. The next, there was chaos. Didn't even realize it was Cerberus at first.
Could they be working with the Reapers?
Doubtful, but I suppose anything's possible.
That's a thought. I wonder if that has some vague reference to what Ashley was doing on Horizon in Mass Effect 2. Was somehow, I don't know what she would study Cerberus Connect. No, I don't know. If one of you guys knows, let me know exactly what Ashley was doing on Horizon. Maybe it's in like one of the comic books or magazines or books or something. All right, remember how I was saying something about a squad mate for setups? All right, this is a priming class here. Basically everything she has is ideal to set me up for a detonation. Singularity and Warp are my two favorites. You know, when we run out of things to max out, then we'll drop some points into stasis, sure. Alright, sometimes when you have to make a decision like between cooldown and power or damage bonus, oh man.
Shepard, take
It's
cover.
like, do you want it to hit harder or do you want to use it more often? That type of thing. There we go.
Got it.
Yep. Not real strong yet. We'll get there. Notice charge. The beauty of this build is charge immediately replenishes your shield. Alright? And the way I have it set up is double Nova, and each Nova only uses up half your shield. So if you're taking fire, you have a little
We'll need
defense when you
access to
charge
the
in
pipeline.
there.
Controls should be nearby.
Alright? The Nova Blast does 40% less damage, but you can use it twice. So if you can pull off two, you essentially get 120% damage. right? So you get a bonus in that respect.
Damn it. Security's been tampered with.
But it also leaves a little shield for you. So what I do is I buff everything else to make up for that loss in power and force, so that I can really maximize that. And it's really brutal. So you basically pull off 2 Novas at full force instead of just 1, and that 1 drains your entire shield slowly. And if you're taking fire, you'll find that that'll get you killed a lot. Because essentially you're going with no shield and just an empty health bar, right? And so when you're under heavy fire, now a lot of times that doesn't matter, but when it does, it really counts, and enemies can take you down quick, especially when you're in a mob of enemies, you know, using guns and stuff. Melee, it's not a big deal because by the time they try to hit you, you're usually wiping out mobs. Like if you get surrounded by husks, not a big deal. But when you're getting shot by a bunch of marauders all at once, and you have no shield period when you go into charge,
That's odd.
yeah.
Shepard, see if you can gain access to the pedway.
That's been my experience. I've had the most
I
success
can't
with
seem
the
to
double
unlock the
Nova.
live feeds, but
Hey, did you see that? Who's that woman in the vid?
that's Dr. Ivakore. She got here about a week ago. Any luck?
Pedway's been locked out.
All right. Looks like there's construction nearby. We can get out on the roof. We can find a way around from there.
Great. Let's move.
Okay, Doctor running around by herself on camera. Being all shifty. Isn't raising any eyebrows? Nothing? Okay. She just got here a week ago and all of a sudden this happens. During a Reaper event. Okay.
Storm's getting closer.
That is one hell of a storm. I think there's an upgrade out here somewhere. Oh, man, you can see the plastic ruffling in the wind and stuff. For a last-gen game, the graphics are
Looks like the
amazing.
Alliance is still
In my
putting up a
opinion.
fight. That tram heads to the archives. Once Cerberus is across, they're at the final security checkpoint. And that's where we're headed.
Even going back to Mass Effect 1, I was impressed. Considering that's now, what, 10-year-old game?
Barely. Storm's causing interference.
Yeah, tell me about it. I've lost contact with the Normandy. What's your position?
I didn't read that, James. Repeat. Damn it! That storm's going to be in here. This airlock shouldn't be open. Doesn't look like it was forced. No, you have to override security protocols.
Alright, now remember I was saying the biotic charge instantly replenishes your shield. So when you go in to charge, when you get there and get your shields back, your Nova draws off your shields. So your shields are kind of like,
Someone
oh,
vented the
what can
air
I compare it
from
to?
the
It's like your
water
mana
over
bar,
here.
kind of.
Looks like they died trying to claw their way out. This is brutal, even by Cerberus standards.
But charge does damage, right? Massive damage, and gets your shields back. Nova does massive damage and relies on your shields. So the stronger your shields, the more damage you do. Okay? And so what you do is you stack equipment that gives you extra power damage and gives you extra shields. If power damage isn't available, go for shields. Either way, because that's essentially damage. Shield strength doesn't so much have much to do with your biotic charge, but it does make your Novas just more and more nasty. And I mean, they get really nasty.
Flashlights.
What's our order? Is it a line?
Okay,
Charge.
understood.
Get him. It's just already ready again. Singularity cools down like 2 seconds. It's crazy.
Understood.
Yeah, and all of Liara's powers are set up for me. And some of them are actually set up for Ashley, too. So think of it. I think, personally, soldiers work best with engineers. That's my opinion. It seems like just about anything an engineer does is beautiful with concussive shot, carnage, grenades, all that. They just complement each other wonderfully. About the only thing that might conflict is maybe an Inferno grenade and Incinerate. I don't think in that case the fire triggers fire. It might. It might. But like I say, you know, it's a complicated chart of which abilities work with which. But once you get the basic rule of thumb down, these abilities prime, these abilities trigger. It's pretty simple.
We need to pressurize the room first. There we go. We have access to the labs. They'll take us right to the tram station.
Hey, looks like there's a recording of what happened here.
Security station. Come in. We're seeing some odd activity down here. Our security protocols just kicked in. Everything's locked down. Doctor, I'll get you a report as soon as...
Surprise, surprise.
Guess we know how Cerberus got in.
I should have realized it when I met her. I was just so focused on finding a way to stop the Reapers.
You did what needed to be done. Right now, I need you to get us to the archives.
Through the door. We're getting close.
Nice. Let's move.
Yeah, we really don't have time for that, Liara. Alright, I need to find a weapons bench. That's what I need to do. I'll show you guys a dramatic difference. I believe we could have dropped all that when we picked up that sniper rifle, but I want to make sure we had it on hand for a minute. This to show just what a difference a half-second of cooldown time can make with this build. Alright, so we can just get rid of the shotgun altogether. We can run with a pistol. But see where my power recharge speed is 110, now it's 200%? 200% recharge bonus on my powers. And that's what we live off of. And guns and bullets really aren't an issue because we're really not using them. It's not even the point. Now once you get guns fully upgraded to... I don't know if I can get them past rank 5. I think you have to do a new game plus regardless. I don't know, maybe by importing a level 30 I can get my guns to 6 or above. But you can get guns up to rank 10 when you go to improve them. And they can get so lightweight that you can carry other guns with little or no cooldown restrictions. But anyway, as it is, now we've got full cooldown. Watch. This is when you get in and you say, you know, I'm getting sick and tired of paying the price for the system. And that's it. It's instantaneous. Essentially, by the time one ability is done and you've gone through the animation, the next one is ready. And this is where you stay. And then you just build on your power. And notice I can start getting off my 2 Novas now. There's no cooldown between them. The only exception to damage bonus that I take is I took force over a slight damage bonus. There's one where you can pick 10% damage bonus, 5% weapon damage bonus, 10% power damage bonus, I believe, right? Or you can go with 30% force bonus and reputation bonus, which is a nice plus. But that force bonus, that's really hard to pass up. Because you get to the point when you're fully powered that you can essentially stagger the biggest enemies in the game. Don't want to get hit by this.
Okay.
One thing to look out for
Right away.
is the shield guys. The detonation can often take them out, but when the dude's just charging you with a shield, it's really hard to get that shield out of the way unless you pull. Pull will literally yank the shield out of his hand, and I do have pull as an optional ability. Might look at that later, but Liara's singularities can also lead to it. Or if you have another squad mate with you that has pull, that works too. Shield comes back. There you go. Singularity right there. You can yank out the shields over here. Good job. Let's see if we get the detonation too. See ya. And it literally disintegrated. So, there you go.
Got it.
And that's what the second one's going for.
What's that smell?
They just activated the decontamination protocols.
With the staff still inside.
See, Cerberus, it goes beyond them just being just complete douchebags when it comes to just killing people just because. But they really appear to take pleasure in it sometimes. Like, you turn on this so that you can kill the people inside alive with this decontamination routine. Is that really necessary? I mean, seriously? Oh, neat note there is that the Protheans here were studying humanity on Earth from Mars. So all the old wives' tales you heard about Martians visiting.
What did they find?
More than I could describe in a short conversation.
According to Mass Effect lore, some truth to that, right?
There are vaults filled with Prothean data troves that have never been studied.
I feel like I'm forgetting something in here. Yeah, anyway, the Protheans were here. When in Mass Effect 1, you get a trinket from the escort if you go through a certain dialogue with her. What was her name? Shiala? Whatever her name was. Anyway, you get a trinket and you take it to a certain planet, which we did, and you insert that trinket into this little thing. Oh, look at that. 12 points? It's all about rank 6. Now, see, one might think melee. Well, I'm not really using melee. I'm using my biotics, right? But health and barrier by 25%. I basically increased the damage of my Nova by 25. Well, not my full 25%, but some. And then increased my power again, damage bonus. And it becomes significant. Impact and radius of combo detonations by 50%. That's sick. We'll eventually switch to warp as her assigned power. And it just gets ridiculous because she can spam it. I mean, the cooldown is almost instant on that too. And so as long as she's got that,
right to the archive.
you don't need anybody but me and Liara just running around just nuking shit. It's really awesome.
It's just through here.
Anyway, so you go and you find out that this little trinket was apparently a chip or something that was instilled in a Cro-Magnon man way back when, however many thousands of years ago, millions of years ago, whatever. And it was used by the Protheans to observe. Well, that was interesting. And so now we're at the place where they were observing from. So it's kind of like getting our hands on their research notes, what they viewed of humanity so many thousands of years ago. How cool would that be? Somebody was taking notes on something way back when. You could go back and find out what they observed and
no kidding.
Take a look at yourself from their point of view.
It's the only way
That'd be awesome.
We'll skirt around it. Stay out of its sights.
I'll move up first. Don't let it target you.
Yeah, this is get used to the cover system or die right here. Okay, that didn't work.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Oops.
Stay in cover, Shepard.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying. Shut up. Leave me alone.
Keep your head down.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Ashley. These Captain Obvious comments from my squad mates. All right. Knock that dude out of cover, would you? Thank you.
Got it.
Smoke that up, that one knows where. It's something I actually get to do.
Got it.
See ya. Yeah, see, if you don't make up for that force penalty that you pay for the double Nova, you gotta make up for it somewhere. You can't quite stagger and throw them around and ragdoll them like you might want. This is the optimal way I found to build this. You could probably play off this a little bit, something that more suits, something that's more comfortable, but the way I like to play and run around. Notice I not really going to the power wheel, really just not. And that's I like where you can apply the tactics of any game situation where you don't have to go in there and micromanage. Some people get off on micromanaging. That's how they play. That's the thing they enjoy most about playing. Some games like Origins was like that. It allowed you to, in fact, all the Dragon Age games really, it allowed you to use the power wheel or the tactics wheel to, micromanage everything. Some people enjoy that. I'm just the opposite. I'd rather not do that at all if I don't have to.
Set up a perimeter. No one else comes across.
We still have teams on the other side.
No one. And shut down those cameras.
Looks like they've made it to the archives.
And it looks like they won't be sitting a tram anytime soon.
Can you override it?
The archives are on a separate network. We're completely locked out.
Not completely. What if we could find a short-range transmitter? Helmet to helmet.
And?
And then we convince them that we're with them. And the Alliance forces have been taken care of.
Good idea. See what you can find. What?
The Lieutenant Commander has become very capable.
Agreed.
Commander, I found something.
What have you got?
He's got a transmitter in his helmet. If I can... Oh. Oh god. He looks like a husk.
Yeah, not quite. They've definitely done something to him.
Engineered by Cerberus? They claim to stand for humanity, and they do this to their own people. That could have been you, Shepard. For all I knew, that's what Cerberus had done to you.
I don't have the time or energy to convince you to follow me.
I'm with you, Commander. I just wanted you to know why I...
Come on. Let's see if we can get them to send that tram over. Hello, this is Delta Team. Anybody there?
Where the hell have you been? Never mind, what's your status?
We're at the tram station, waiting for extraction. All hostiles terminated.
Roger that. Echo Team will ride over and secure the station.
Think they bought it?
If they didn't, they'll figure it out soon enough.
We should get in position. Flank them when they get off the tram.
Good thinking, Elsie.
Kind of similar to the tutorial on, what is it, Freedom's Progress? Mass Effect 2.
On it.
Got it!
Right. Do this with some authority. I like beating these people up.
Okay.
They totally got it coming. Alright, so they're making husks out of their own soldiers.
Here they come.
Using Reaper tech to destroy humans in the name of humanity. I mean, just how far do they go?
Right away!
I think they'd be making this point a lot. Watch shield guys. Good pistol really hard. So need a singularity. Got him. No. Shoot him. No.
Okay. I'm on it. Understood.
There we go.
Got it.
Shut up. Die quieter, please. One thing I don't think I've ever done is come back up here to check this balcony. So busy flipping around these boxes and stuff. I wonder if I'm missing something. Okay, we saw that. I guess not. Well, if I'd have found something, I'd have felt like a genius. Oh well. Alright, so the Elusive Man has got his guys using Reaper modifications on themselves, thinking that somehow that's going to end well. I'm sure he thinks in his own mind that he can control that. And that's the very first sign of indoctrination, is the Reapers will play into that and cater to that as long as you make things easier on them. If you can turn all of humanity into Reapers for them without them having to bother, then they can go concentrate on other things else.
Wrap this up quickly. The archives are right on the other side.
Reapers
That
aren't
and a
stupid.
squad of pissed off Cerberus troops.
Okay, now this is kind of James Bondish right here.
Understood.
Isn't it? This reminds me of some 007 type stuff. Oh, it's not letting me charge. Damn it. Why is it telling me this weapon? I don't think I have another weapon to swap to. This is...
Yes, it confirms my assertions about the value of the data stored here.
Nice job, Ash. She was busting caps in that dude. She really was. I look over and all I see is gunfire. He's staggered. Awesome. I've had problems here before. Let's see if we can. Really bad state recipe. Nice! Take advantage of that singularity. That'll be a long time. Can't charge through smoke screens though. That is not good. I don't know if you can charge through smoke screens if you have the, well, it seems like there's an infrared or something. Grenades will one shot. So it's basically a teleport too. I mean, if you think about it. A lot of times I won't stay to finish off a target. Sometimes I will go back and forward. They have to track me, essentially. Need singularity. Can I keep the shield down? Nice.
I'm on it. Okay.
Well. They won't be kidnapping any more humans for their experience. You know how many humans had to die so they could learn how to do this to their own troops? Just keeping that in mind. All for the greater good of humanity, though, of course, right? Wow. That's a special kind of stupid. I'm not a big fan of that gun, the Vindicator. Never was. I knew people that used that in multiplayer and stuff, and I never liked it. What is the basically the default assault rifle? Was the M88 or M8 or whatever. Just the generic old Mass Effect assault rifle. That's honestly still one of my favorite guns. The one Ashley's got right there.
Ash.
It's a beacon of sorts, or a group of beacons. This is the, what do you call it? Prothean version of a library, basically. Ah, surprise, surprise. Let's hear it out of his own mouth.
Shepard.
Elusive man.
Fascinating race, the Protheans. They left all this for us to discover, but we squandered it. The Alliance has known about the archives for more than 30 years. And what have they done with it?
What do you want?
What I've always wanted. The data in these artifacts holds the key to solving the Reaper threat.
I've seen your solution. Your people are turned into monsters.
Hardly. They're being improved.
Wow.
Improved?
That's what separates us, Shepard. Where you see a means to destroy, I see a way to control, to dominate and harness the Reaper's power. Imagine how strong humanity would be if we controlled them.
Ta-da.
Earth is under siege and you're hatching a scheme to control the Reapers?
You've always been short-sighted, hasty. Your destruction of the Collector base proved that.
I destroyed that base because I didn't trust you with the information.
This isn't your fight any longer, Shepard. You can't defeat the Reapers, even with the Prothean data.
You brought me back because you knew what I could do. I can defeat them.
Doubtful. The odds aren't in your favor. More importantly, I don't want the Reapers destroyed. We can dominate them, use their power, harness their very essence to bring humanity to the apex of evolution.
With that data, I'll rid the galaxy of those machines once and for all.
Your vision is pathetically limited. You were a tool, an agent with a singular purpose, and despite our differences, you were relatively successful. But like the rest of the relics in this place, your time is over.
Enough talk. Liara?
Don't interfere with my plan, Shepard. I won't warn you again.
Go to hell.
Shepard,
What?
the data, it's not here. It's being erased.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Damn it! How's he doing it?
It's local. Someone's uploading the information.
Hey, step away from the console. Now!
Thought about shooting first? With the galaxy at stake,
Got
just
your data.
saying.
She's faster than she looks. Stay close. We can't lose her.
And sprint, please. Thank you. Alright, so every suspicion about the elusive man is, well, correct. It's bad news, but it's nice to have all that validated.
There she is. Stay on her!
He's singing the same song that Saren was singing just with different notes. Same song, different notes.
Watch out!
Sounds a little different, but the premise was the same. Somehow there was some control aspect of
Over
it.
there!
Somehow you could turn that in his favor. Somehow something of the Reapers could be used for your benefit. And that is the error. They just play on that. You can take it however you want, but as long as you are doing their bidding.
Cerberus has the data!
He's I mean, straight up working for the Reapers.
Radio the Normandy! Get them down here now!
should have grabbed her ankle right there.
She's getting away! Damn it! James! Normandy! Anybody!
I got this one.
See you, James. Running down. Run their ass over. Take that. I feel the shuttle's all limping now.
Normandy's en route. They'll be here soon.
We need the data. Let her go.
Orders?
Finish her.
He just thinks he's a boss. You know? Funny is the tool sat there and called me the tool.
Grab that thing. Bring it with us.
Shepard, we got Reaper signatures in orbit.
Tore ass up. I guess the Reapers would have a link with the elusive man and his soldiers, them being essentially not just indoctrinated but Reaperized. Would be pretty easy to keep a track of whatever Cerberus is doing. The Reapers will probably conveniently leave them alone, too, most of the time, I'm guessing.
Ashley needs medical attention. We have to leave the Sol system.
I know.
The Citadel is our best chance. We can find help there.
Get us to the Citadel, Joker.
Roger that.
Hold on, Ash. See what you and Edie can learn from that thing.
Commander, I'm receiving a signal over the secondary QEC. I believe it's Admiral Hackett.
Patch me through.
I'll forward it to the comm room.
Shepard, are you reading me? Commander.
Edie, can you clear this up? I'll do my best.
Did you get to the archives?
I was there. So was the elusive man.
I was worried Cerberus might try something. Did you get the data?
Most of it. He downloaded some before I could stop him. Edie and Liara are analyzing what we recovered.
What have you learned? Was it worth the effort?
Preliminary evidence suggests the data is a blueprint for a Prothean device.
Device?
A weapon, massive in size and scope, that's capable of unquantifiable levels of destruction.
Send me the data. We'll do our own analysis. If Liara's instincts are right, this might be the key to stopping the Reapers.
I hope so. Lieutenant Commander Williams was critically wounded. We're taking her to the Citadel.
Sorry to hear that, Shepard. But we both know this is just the beginning. Talk to the Council, show them what you found. With luck, they'll give you all the support we need.
And if they don't?
Do whatever it takes to get them on board. I'll be in touch soon. Hack it out.
Shepard? Edie is extracting data from the Cerberus machine. We'll have details to present to the Council by the time we reach the Citadel.
And Lieutenant Commander Williams?
I've done what I can for her. She needs proper medical attention soon. The Admiral's right. It's going to get worse, isn't it?
Unless we stop the Reapers, yeah.
I've looked at the data. This weapon could be the answer if we can build it. I get the sense you don't quite believe it, though.
I'm a soldier. I should be back on Earth fighting, not wasting my time with this.
If it's going to work, we need you. Shepard. Isn't it worth trying, at least?
I'm gonna check on Ashley and James. Make sure we're ready to present our findings to the Council.
I'm sure the Council will see the need to help.
It'll be a hell of a short war if they don't.
I wouldn't be sure about that. They haven't ever done anything to make you think that they might see reason, logically. Go by whatever delusions they happen to be following at the time. It's kind of hard to maintain a false sense of peace when the Reapers are looking in the face. Well, I don't know, they would probably still manage. I'm sure. I'll take that back. I wouldn't put anything past them. Did we run into as much red tape and bureaucracy and bullshit now as we did way back when we were just trying to become a Spectre? I can see it. The Elusive Man is the perfect example of a Reaper agent in a position of power. Amazing example.
Barely got a pulse here.
Move him out.
Where are you taking her?
Where to Memorial. Best care in the Citadel.
We're not going with?
We need to see the Council.
Right. Looks like they might be coming to see you.
Commander Shepard, got word you were arriving.
Captain Bailey, good to see you again.
You too. Though it's Commander now.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Now half my job is dealing with political bullshit and escorting dignitaries around. No offense.
None taken. So you're here to bring us to the Council?
I'm here to tell you the Council is expecting you, but they are dealing with their own problems with the war and everything. They apologize for the inconvenience and blah, 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 blah. Meet them here at Adina's office. They'll be ready soon enough.
All right.
You might have time to go by the medical center if you want to check on progress over there.
Meeting with the Council is our top priority.
I'll head up to Adina's office now. Meet you there.
One of my men can show you the way.
You? I'm just a tourist today. I'll try not to get in any trouble.
Commander, we've got a situation in the embassy quarters. We could use your help.
I'll be right there. The other half of my job. I'll see you around, Shepard.
No doubt.
Yeah, visiting a comatose Ashley is not going to make her get better any faster. They need to at least start working on putting a stop to, you know, the whole destruction of the galaxy thing. Just saying. Alright, we'll do some exploring when we get back. Try not to drag you all around the Citadel too much. I'm sure there's some quests and stuff to pick up here. Anyway, thanks for watching. Alright, if you haven't already and you want to subscribe and click that button up top, if you want to catch any of these playthroughs, starting with Mass Effect 1, click any one of those boxes, should take you straight to the playlist. Remember to leave a like and a share if you know somebody who might be interested in this type of stuff. Y'all take care, appreciate you watching, I'll catch you on the next one, bye-bye.